Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Soul Work. I'm your host, Jenny Cousins, and we're live here on Shaw TV. And we are going to be taking calls tonight, Calgary, so make sure you do give us a call. And that number is 403-539-6710. So after our commercial break, by all means, give us a shout. And my guest and myself are happy to take your calls.
That would be great.
It is great,
yeah.
And it's going to be a fabulous night. I have my friend here and guest, Taron Puri.
Hey.
Puri.
It's all good, Puri.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, it's a pleasure. I'm glad I made it back.
Yes, you've just come back from India.
29 days with a group touring the north and south of India.
You know, I was watching the little videos.
My live broadcast?
Yeah. And I thought, wow, I wished I was there.
Well, you were almost there. At least you got to join us. There's something wonderful about live TV, live broadcasts. You get to really vicariously experience that, and it brings you a step closer to imagining yourself in the situation.
It does. And I'm like, all right. I'm looking at the palm trees, and it's minus 30 some with the wind chill. And I'm like, and here you are on the beach.
I was at plus 30.
Yeah.
So when I landed here, there was a 60-degree change in temperature.
Not a change whatsoever for you. None, no.
It's how you frame it.
It is actually.
Yeah.
It is. And welcome.
Well, thank you. No matter what, it's always good to come back home. And I appreciate that I have a home to come back to, and my room, and the comfort of the familiar. We human beings are very simple, actually, and we're always looking for simple things like warmth, acceptance, belonging, and a sense of home.
Yeah.
So I'm always happy to come back home. And the other stuff we can deal with.
Yeah, because you're in your own space, too.
That's right.
So anyways,
okay.
We talk forever.
Yeah.
But so now, what is your spiritual background in your terms of your spirituality, Taron?
Yeah, that's such a big question, and oftentimes people, when they first meet me and they're trying to figure out where I'm coming from, and when I tell them that I work with spirituality, people have so many pictures around that. And I'm very lucky that I grew up in a household where it was very rich in the philosophy of life and really questioning who we are, where do we come from, why are we here, and what is our purpose, and to draw from all the many traditions available to us worldwide, whether that's through religions or teachings that predated religion. There's a lot of wisdom out there, and I think that spirituality is just acknowledging who we are and that we're on this journey. I always say that we have donned a spacesuit called this body, and we've come here to a different place to explore and learn and adventure and grow. And so I, as spirit, have a certain consciousness, and I, as body, have a consciousness. And so being spiritual is nothing more than acknowledging who we are. And I have just had the advantage, with a rich background in my own home growing up with my father's teachings, and with travel, and with questioning and reading, I've really understood that we are these amazing beings that are incredibly powerful, and that we create with every thought we have. And that as we realize the power that we carry and we let go of all that we have allowed to be in our way, then we start to actually flow in and with life, and we can get on purpose for what we're here to do, which is revealed to us. And so that, to me, is the spiritual path.
It is. It is indeed.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing spirituality? And
well, again, it's not something that you put on in the morning or change the next day. It's a consciousness. It's an awareness. Okay, we're all spiritual. We all breathe, right? And so you can't say to somebody, how long have you been breathing? Actually, the word to inspire and inspiration, you see, all of those talk about spirit, in spiritus. So just the act of breathing is a spiritual act, right? And we don't say to somebody, so how long have you been breathing, right? So seriously, to me, it's funny how we have moved away from who we are, our authentic, genuine nature. And we've gotten so caught up in this outside world of form. And then we make this division between being spiritual or not. And I just don't understand that. Not to be confused with religion per se.
Because some people get that mixed up.
Very much.
They said, I've had people say before, oh, well, you're a really spiritual person, so you must be really religious. And I'm like, no.
Exactly. And people get very confused with that.
Yeah.
Because you see, to me, religion has basically taken the essence of truths about life and it's packaged it. And it's kind of become the middleman, if you will. And it's said, well, you need me now to connect with yourself or your higher power or God of your heart. And some people have bought into that model. And I'm not saying that religion cannot serve a very good function, and it gives people a chance to gather and to practice spirituality together. But by no means do you need religion in order to connect with who you are and your own higher power.
Definitely.
So they can work together beautifully.
It does. It does. Now you're also writing a book.
Yes.
Yes.
The book. The book.
The book. The
Yes,
book. Can
the
you
book.
share with us what your book is?
Well, I laugh because people have been asking me, and people have been after me. I've been doing this work for about 30 years now in terms of assisting individuals in their journey of coming home. And I've gained a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge, practically speaking. I always work everything on myself first. I think it's only fair before I ask you to. And I've gained a lot of insights. And I've written articles and published, and I was constantly being asked to do the book, and I call it the book.
Oh, is that what you're going to name it?
Well, no.
The book?
But I call it the book because it was always this thing out here that I was going to get to one day. It's a time commitment, energy, money, whatever you want to call it, time and money or energy. And I had an inkling of what I thought it would involve. So I put it off and put it off and put it off until finally, in March this year, I think the higher power said, no, you need to get going. So the title for the book was given to me 9 years ago.
Oh, interesting.
And would you like to hear it?
If you want to share that with us.
I'm happy to share that. The title of the book is called Finding the Guru Within. And it was given to me because at the core of everything I've ever done, if I take it right down to the brass tacks or the center, it is really about empowering people. And to be empowered means to draw from within. And I have realized in all the work that I've done with executives, with families, with housewives, with little people, in every context, ultimately our solutions always came from within ourselves. And I was basically a facilitator to bring the consciousness and awareness to people that you always had the solution before the problem. And where was the solution? Inside you. So I call it your inner GPS, actually. We all come with a GPS built in. And what does that stand for? Your Guru Positioning System.
I like that.
Right?
I like that,
Right?
actually.
So we all come with it. And as you look at a GPS, I can go into the strangest of places on the planet, turn on the GPS, ask it something, and it will know exactly how to get me from A to B. Now imagine that was already built in here for every arena of our life. And my experience is that we have it built in and we haven't been accessing it. Instead, I come to you, or I go over there, or I keep on thinking that the solutions or the answers come from outside myself. And what the danger of that is we don't take accountability for our lives. So the book is really centered around a practical conversational insight as to how we can now start to take accountability for our lives by connecting with our inner guru, and how we can begin to become self-directed and find the answers from within to live a life that's in alignment with the purpose we're here for.
Definitely. So let's say if somebody wanted to book an appointment with you or come see you, or what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, right now, as you can imagine, I'm deep into writing mode, so
Yeah.
so I'm not seeing too many people. But I mean,
Yeah.
I've been doing mentoring, private consultations around this whole idea of, if you're feeling lost physically, mentally, emotionally, feeling out of alignment, how can we bring you back together? And so basically, I have a main website right now, which is taronpuri.com. And people can go there and start looking around, and there's lots of ways to reach me. I have a lot of resources, articles, a lot of materials out there, talks that I have done to help people understand themselves a little bit better. But the idea with the book is to start a movement, and hopefully within this next year, we're going to be ready with it, the Finding the Guru Within movement. And it's not for you to follow me, but for you to start listening to yourself.
Exactly.
And my job is going to be to provide the manuscript. This book is kind of like part memoir, because a lot of my personal experiences are in there. And it is also a repository of direct experiences and insights I've had around things like ego. What is it? What is it not? And how does it function?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Very practical.
Exactly. Well, that's great. That's really awesome. I'm looking forward to checking that book out.
Well, I think it's really needed. I don't know, but as you see the world, we're just spiraling out of control.
It is. It is. And just to let the viewers know, yes, that we are going to be taking calls.
Sure, absolutely.
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
And we have opened up those phone lines, Calgary. So if you have a question for myself and or Taron, give us a call. That number is 403-539-6710. We'll be right back after the short break, Calgary, so hang in there.